He got a sniff of the GOAT. All his touchdowns carried them to the win. Kenny Seahawks going up against the Cardinals. Ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. We say hello to Brent.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who will forever live with a heartbreak of throwing that interception on this field a few years back in Super Bowl 49. It's Russell Wilson.
Heartbreak for Russell Wilson and his Seattle teammates. How about climbing to the top of the mountaintop for Malcolm Butler, the rookie corner who made that play? Undrafted free agent. He makes one of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history with that interception and gives New England another world championship.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Smart approach. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about...
So on fourth down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Whoosh.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff as they run left side. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out here in the I. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it. Here's Brandon Fields now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fielded at the 33. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And oh, he spins past him and into space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's... Here's Brandon Fields now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear it.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the... Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys. Hey, big time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
What a tremendous play. The running back's vision, he gets to the end zone, and guess what he does? Congratulates everyone else on his offensive unit.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Get up. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go, guys.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. This is fielded at the 27. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Joining only Gale Sayers' his men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Lockett the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 14. Check 31.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Setting the NFL mark with his 7th touchdown of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
That was simply terrific vision by the runner. He was able to use his eyes and follow his blocks and carry himself to the end.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Obviously, the back did some great work running a long way to score a touchdown, but how about the blocks that were set up? How about the vision and finding those openings and getting...
Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Shattering the NFL record with his 9th touchdown. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run.
Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Stays on his feet. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there, making a mockery of the NFL record books with his 10th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up.
Here's Brandon Fields now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, what a move. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And an explosive long run, really electric play.
What a fantastic play, too, because when you get one of those runs, you know everything came together well. The blocking, but especially the runner himself, able to find a gap and take it the distance.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Hey, baby, get up. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Game time.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Brandon, his second punt return for a touchdown in this game. Where's Marvin? That's got to be somewhere near a record, right?
Well, it ties the record, as you know. Been done 14 times coming into 2016. Hasn't been done since 2012 until that moment. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Come on. Pump it up, baby. Let's get loud. Get up. Let's hear it. Let's see the noise. Let's go.
This is taken at about the 14. And some room to roam now. And he's loose again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to
Come along with me. That's his third return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see two occasionally. I mean, here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
This is our time. This is our time right here.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Oh, spinning away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Long touchdown run there. Those are the ones that if you're a tailback in warm-ups, you're dreaming about those a little bit.
Brandon, when we worked out the day before, I saw you making a few cuts and moves
Similar.
and dreaming about it.
Similar.
That's what I saw on that run, the long touchdown.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Let me feel you. Let's go, guys. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Get up. Get up. We need that penetration, D-line. Let's go. Get that penetration, D-line.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he pulls over him. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's Brandon Fields now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Let's go, guys. Let's win.
And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. "33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field...
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Let's go, guys. Win the rest.
And this one's high, but not very far. Pulled in at the 24. A strong running. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And some space here. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how...
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line...
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Let's go. Come on, baby. Get on your feet.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. He'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, look at the juke. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
And he fields it cleanly. Room here to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
Tight end left. Hey. Go. Slam. Let's go. Booper, easy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move. Hey. Guys, check me out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.